శ్రీరామ్ గారు మన దగ్గర రావడం, మనతో మాట్లాడడం అనేది నిజంగా యూర్ ఆల్ లక్కీ. హౌ టు థ్యాంక్ హిమ్ ఇన్ అడ్వాన్స్. గుడ్. పవన్ కు ఫస్ట్ గురువు ఆయనే, శ్రీరామే. నేను 1 day 2 days క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటాను. శ్రీరామ్ గారు అక్కడ సిఏ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో నాన్ స్టాప్ 10 days తీసుకుంటాడు. ఎవరైనా సిఏలో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఇండియాలో ఎక్కడైనా ఉన్నారంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ ఈ లాస్ట్ 10 yearsలో అయిన సిఏలు అందరూ కూడా శ్రీరామ్ గారి ద్వారా నేర్చుకున్న వాళ్ళే. సో శ్రీరామ్ గారు మనతో పాటు ఉండడం రియలీ వ్యూ విత్ గుడ్.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Gampa is a very close friend of mine. Last year I couldn't come to Impact. Stage paina povala. It is always a pleasure to address the students on professionals in Impact. Endante what Gampa is doing, it's an extraordinary service. Meeku andarku 10 days program adi 10 days. In this 10 days you are getting exposed to several, more than 20 or 30 trainers, chala experienced people who have seen success, who have been not only successful, who have also created successful people. Let us understand one thing. Nenu konja English and Telugu mix chesi maatladtanu. My Telugu is not very good, but still you can understand. And I'll try to speak as much as possible combined with English and Telugu, because మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎలా నేర్చుకుంటారు? How do you learn a language? You learn a language more by listening to that language. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ చాలా మంది నా దగ్గర వచ్చి అడుగుతారు, సార్ నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇంప్రూవ్ అవ్వాలా, ఏం చేయాలా, స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ కోర్స్ షుడ్ ఐ జాయిన్? ఐ టెల్ దెమ్ డోంట్ జాయిన్. మోర్ దెన్ స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ కోర్స్, లిసన్ టు పీపుల్ హూ స్పీక్ గుడ్ ఇంగ్లీష్. రోజు ½ an hour మీరు ఎన్డీటీవీ లేకపోతే సిఎన్ఎన్ ఐబిఎన్ చూడండి. Because the more, how did we learn Telugu? మీకు తెలుగు మదర్ టంగ్ అయితే ఎలాగ నేర్చుకున్నారు? You learned it because your mother kept on speaking in Telugu when you were a kid, isn't it? So మీరు, if you have to learn a language, you got to listen to that language more. So అందుకోసం నేను I will, wherever required, I will shift to Telugu, but my main crux will be in English. Take it from me. Understand, a lot of people ask me this question: can a speech change people's lives? Yes or no? Yes. That's very good. You have made my job easy. నా జాబ్ చాలా ఈజీ అయింది. ఏంటంటే ఇది గురించే నేను ½ an hour మాట్లాడాలా. అదర్వైజ్ some lives are born out of speeches, some speeches are born out of lives. Are you able to understand? Some lives are born out of speeches, some speeches are born out of lives. Martin Luther King, his speech was born out of the lives of so many black Americans. But you know, as we are standing here, you see outside Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, Krishna's posters. Arjuna was born out of a speech given by Krishna, isn't it or not? Yes. Bhagavad Gita created. So you are listening to more than 25-30 speeches, which means this impact should have a tremendous impact in your life. Should have a tremendous impact in your life. In fact, from tomorrow onwards, you must look at yourself in a different manner. Your thoughts must be different. Your life must be different. And in that attempt, the next 45 minutes of mine will make an effort in that direction. What I'm going to speak is going to be the most powerful concept, because I'm talking not from a book, I'm talking from my life. నేను బుక్ నుంచి మాట్లాడలేదు. What I have experienced, let me tell you right in the beginning, I am not an MBA, I am not a qualified trainer, I am not a psychologist, I am not a counselor, I am not a PhD. In fact, I struggled to get graduation. I was an academic failure. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but you should know that what I'm going to speak is based on my life experience. I'm not like somebody who was born in a family, rich family. No. Money, I was not born with riches. I did not get graduated from the best universities of the country. No. Academically, I was a failure. But yet, today, I travel to many parts of the world, CEOs of company, multi-millionaires, right from Europe to Africa to different parts of Asia, listen to me and they don't even ask me today, what is your qualification? అడిగితే నాకే కొంచెం సిగ్గుగా ఉంటుంది. అర్థమైందా? అడిగితే నాకే కొంచెం ఏం చెప్పాలా చెప్పండి. I'm not an MBA. I'm saying the success of mine as I stand here today, this speech, what you're going to listen to me for the next 45 minutes is the success story of my own experience. 1994, year 1994, 1993 I completed my engineering. I'm from Tamil Nadu. We have 56 papers in engineering. I do not know how many of you are from engineering background here. నాకు 56 పేపర్స్ ఉంది కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ అండ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. అప్పుడు బేసిక్, కోబాల్, ఫోర్ట్రాన్ ఆ టైం మీకు అన్నీ తెలియదు. అప్పుడు డేటాబేస్ అన్నీ రాలేదు. ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ ఫైనల్ సెమిస్టర్ నేను ఎన్ని పేపర్ రాసినాను తెలుసా? 32 పేపర్స్ రాసినాను. ఓకే, ఇన్ ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఐ హోల్డ్ ద రికార్డ్ ఇన్ మై కాలేజ్ ఫర్ రైటింగ్ 3 ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఆన్ ఎ సింగిల్ డే. ఓకే, నౌ దట్ ఈస్ ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్. 1994 December 24th, I was sitting in a place called Ambassador Pallava Hotel. India's father of Indian training. Memo Gampa andaru vachinam, but maaku anni first vachinadi Aparesh Acharya. Aparesh Acharya is the father of Indian personality development training. I have not been trained by him. We were attending a 3-day convention. Third day convention ayindi December 1994. It's called as Sankalp 94. People from very successful people. I was earning 1,600 rupees per month salary. Na salary appudu 1,600 rupees per month. I was sitting on the 3rd or 4th row of a hall called Dynasty Hall, and it was the end of the program. Aparesh Acharya got down from the dais. I was just meters away from this man who had been the father of Indian training. All great people have undergone training. Even Sanjay Gandhi wanted to get trained by Aparesh Acharya. Now you know what is the power of that man then. He used to live in Hyderabad at that point of time. And that moment when I was a very ordinary man, I have not touched a book. I don't know Vivekananda. I don't know. I've only heard. Nothing, I don't know anything else. There was a thought which came to me when I looked at him, and I said, one day I shall become a trainer like you. When did I say? 1994. I truly believed in what the thought that came to me. నాకు నా మీద ఆ నమ్మకంకి లాజిక్ లేదు, rational లేదు, qualification లేదు, ఏం లేదు. But there was a strong belief, a strong conviction which was born in my mind that one day, and that one day is not going to be far off. That man was 62 years old. He is retired now as a trainer. I shall be a trainer like you. That thought came. 1995 October 30th. 1995 October 30th. Hardly 10 months, not even 10 months, I was taking a training session for Vaishya Bank. You heard of Vaishya Bank? Now, how did it happen? A man who did not have any educational qualification, but I believed. Again, let me tell you, June 2010, Gampa knows that every quarter I go to United Kingdom. I go to London. I have my clients there. June 2010, my flight was by 10:20. Small hotel, I was staying in a very small hotel. I came down for the cup of tea. It was morning 6 o'clock. I saw a black color Mercedes Benz. A E-Class black color Mercedes Benz. I don't know for whatever reason, A thought came to me. If I want to share, I can share everything, but it'll take 2 hours. What all things happen? But I just want to give 2 examples and then move to what makes that thought possible. I looked at that Mercedes-Benz, stood, rested on it, and told myself, very soon I should own a Mercedes-Benz. I did not have that kind of money to own a Mercedes-Benz. It costs a few lakhs, isn't it? I did not have the resource. Rationally, logically, it looked impossible. February 24th, 2011. February 24th, 2011. Hardly 8 months later, I have the key of a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Whether it is career or it is materialistic. Sriram, but should we be materialistic? Yes, we should be materialistic. If good people are not rich, a Raja will become rich. Are you getting the point? We have a responsibility to be rich. When good people do not want, because when you say wealth is not good, no, wealth is very good. It is important. In fact, if you are a good person, you have a moral obligation, a social obligation to be rich. Because when good people do not have the money, because we say, right, when good people do not enter into politics, you only get rogues into politics, isn't it? When the money doesn't come in the hands of the right person, it goes in the hands of the wrong person. So the right person have the responsibility. That's what Narayana Murthy says. The power of money is the power to give. If I have money, I can decide whom to give education, whom to give food, where to construct a road. But if the same money goes in the hands of Dawood Ibrahim and Osama bin Laden, few more terrorist attack will happen. Isn't it or not? So I'm quoting these 2 examples to start my speech because I'm just going to share with you how can it happen when a 22-year-old man who's an academic failure at the age of 23 becomes a trainer, at the age of 28 owns an own organization called Aura Leadership Foundation, you see there. And within 2006, before the age of even 36, I traveled abroad and started doing training program and earns in dollars and pounds. And less than 40 years old, own a Mercedes-Benz. I am just going to share the formula. Why is one man happy and one man sad? Why is one man rich and another man poor? Why is one man toiling from morning till evening and earning the wealth? Why is one man immoral, irreligious? One person goes to Vijay Ganapati temple every morning and even at the end of the day is starving. Last 5 days in the month is a struggle. But another person who's immoral, illegal, that guy becomes rich. Why? Have you ever asked this question? What makes it happen? Understand the greatest power is the power of mind. The power of subconscious mind and the belief. If you believe, you will get what you want. But that belief has to be total. That belief, it doesn't care. I am not educated, education will come to you. I don't have money, money will come to you. I don't have the qualification, the people who are qualified will come to you. Are you getting the point? That's what the mind can attract. First, I'm not saying this. You take either that man whom you see as a statue, Swami Vivekananda, or it is a businessman in Henry Ford, or it is a spiritual leader, or it is a philosopher. Everybody has spoken about one thing. Andaru okkate cheppinaru. Everybody, whether it is a religious person, irreligious person, what do they say? Number one, let's see. The power of man is the power of the mind. Your power, the tiny little thing called mind. Understand, your Maruti 800 and Nano can hit you and put you in bed, isn't it or not? That is what fragile we are. Mana body chala fragile. But behind that power of this man is this mind, the entire creation. Man has gone to moon. Man probably will explore into Mars. It can all happen because the power of man is in the power of the mind. The power of the man is in the power of the mind, number one. Number two, Napoleon Hill, the man who wrote the book called Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, how to become rich. Read that book. Whatever the mind of a man can conceive or believe, he can achieve it. That's it. Thomas Alva Edison conceived and believed that this world is going to live under lights. And today, you and me studied under electric light. Your grandparents and my grandparents had to rely upon lantern. True or not? Whatever the mind of a man can conceive or believe, it can achieve it. One man conceived and believed, on a social network, I will create the most populated world, place in the world. Today it is the third most populated thing in the world. Do you know that? Which is the third most populated in the world? Facebook. China, India, and then Facebook. And very soon it will overtake China too. Because every child produced in China and produced in India account in Facebook. Even my dog has an account in Facebook. I'm not joking, serious. Mind of a man, ordinary man, conceive or believe. Again, believe. The power of the mind is in the power of the belief. This man beautifully says, God never gives you an idea without the power to accomplish it. When that idea came to me at the age of 22 that I should become a trainer like Aparesh Acharya. Aparesh Acharya went and got trained in US and came to India to train people. And I got the idea from him, and I'm going to UK and training people. Simple reason. It's the power of an idea. Power of an idea, that's it. The problem with us is when you get an idea. You get an idea that I should start this business. You get this idea that I should go and study in US if you're a student. Immediately say, maybe it is not possible for me, it is possible for somebody. Over! When I saw that Mercedes-Benz, I said, I want that Mercedes-Benz. But immediately, next idea was not, I don't think I can afford that. No, I didn't. But Sriram, how is it possible? It's coming. It's coming. Next slide is coming. How is it possible? It is possible. Your subconscious mind does not know logic. Your subconscious mind does not know rational. Your subconscious mind, if you believe, your conscious mind believes it, subconscious mind will somehow or other create it. Are we getting the point? Your conscious, you have to truly believe. You are a beggar today, but you believe. Palace is yours. And you believe without an iota of, in fact, that is what is told in Bible. To me, I don't go to church, but I'm a Christian because I believe in Jesus. I don't go to mosque, but I believe in all pervading force called Allah. So I will quote Bible, Christ, or Allah, or Bible, Gita, everything. It's written in Bible. If you have as much faith as that of a mustard seed, mustard seed na telusu kada? As much faith as a mustard seed, and you look at the mountain and say, go away, it shall go away. But what do? I open, look at the mountain and say, go away, go to sleep. Poddina lestanu, chustanu, undi, naaku telusu, appude telusu povudunu. Then what kind of belief do you have? Are we getting the point? When Jesus Christ said, have as much faith as a mustard seed and look at the mountain and go away, it will go away. That time there is no rational, no logic. What is possible, what is not possible. God does not give you an idea without giving the power to accomplish it. Same Bible it is said, as you sow, so you reap. The thoughts with subconscious mind is like a ground. In that ground a seed will be allowed, a weed will also be allowed. Are we getting the point? The principle of subconscious mind does not care whether you're Osama bin Laden or a Barack Obama. If you have understood the principles will work. It is like this. Carbon is there, oxygen. When carbon and oxygen comes together, it becomes carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas, isn't it? Add another atom of oxygen, what do you get? Carbon dioxide, harmless compound. This is a principle. This principle will work everywhere, isn't it or not? Water boils at 100 degrees, principle work. Whether you are in China or in India or Hyderabad or Orissa, it doesn't matter. It works same way. Subconscious mind is a principle. It works. It doesn't care. It doesn't know what is right. It doesn't know what is wrong. That's why for every Mahatma Gandhi, you also have an Adolf Hitler. Are we getting the point? Because subconscious mind does not know what is right, what is wrong. Subconscious mind does not know what is positive, what is negative. Subconscious mind does not know what is law, what is illegal. All subconscious mind knows is there is a ground, and you plant as you sow, so you reap. That's why the power of subconscious mind will work for Narayana Murthy. The same power of subconscious mind will also work for Ramalinga Raju. Are we getting the point? But the belief of both of them are the different. That's what I'm coming to. Ramalinga Raju believed that I can create an IT empire by creating fraud. He created an IT empire by creating fraud. Narayana Murthy, in the same industry at the same time, had a belief that I can create an IT industry where I can go by the law, I can be fair, and I will pay my taxes, I will not do anything illegal, and both are available at your disposal for your reference, and you choose what to do. Both of their subconscious mind have created a Satyam under Infosys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Subconscious mind is a fertile ground where everything will grow. Only thing is, I should know that miracle of subconscious mind. The moment I know the miracle of subconscious mind, it starts working. How does it work? Next coming. If you think, Henry Ford, the man who founded Ford Motors, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Either way, you are right. Because what do you believe? Your subconscious mind is only a ground. In that ground you say you can, it grows. In that ground you say you can't, it grows. Both grows as a tree. Both grows as what? A tree. One man is a bundle. That's why power of belief is like this. Listen to me carefully. A small piece of steel can attract and carry 12 times its weight. 12 times its weight when it is magnetized. When that same piece of steel is demagnetized, it can carry nothing. Should I repeat it? A small piece of steel can carry 12 times its weight, can attract 12 times its weight when it is magnetized. That same small piece of steel, when you demagnetize, it attracts nothing. In this world lives a magnetized man, and in the same world lives a demagnetized man. Magnetized man is the one who has those beliefs which he has formed and created in his mind, and the farm is ready to grow big trees, olives and grapes and all those. The demagnetized man is the one where the weeds grow. Now you decide whether you want to be a magnetized man or a magnetized woman, or a demagnetized man or a demagnetized woman. What is the difference between the two? A demagnetized person will spend his time on useless thoughts. A magnetized person will spend his time on constructive and useful thoughts, beliefs which can be translated into reality. Are we getting the point? A demagnetized man will think about the career of NTR Jr. A magnetized man will think about how do I go to Stanford. A demagnetized man will always be thinking about what is the next car Sachin Tendulkar is going to buy. A magnetized man is going to look at how do I get a Porsche or an Aston Martin in my life. You decide, would you want to be magnetized or demagnetized? Now the magnetized, how do I get magnetized, comes now. Our mind is one, but it has two compartments. An objective mind, a subjective mind. A rational mind, an irrational mind. We call it conscious mind and subconscious mind. Because understand, you have so many books on subconscious mind, but I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet. What I am going to give you is something where on the plate where you can simply eat it. Are you getting the point? Because many of them will give you the theory part of it. What I am trying to tell is, without even knowing it, somehow or other, I applied it. How was it possible, Sriram? Gift of God. People ask me, Sriram, how did you become a trainer? I always say gift of God, because I didn't know these things and became a trainer. There are two ways. You can either first know theory and then practice. But somewhere God gives some gift to some people where you practice and then you become a theory. So even if you read books, hundreds of books you read, what you're going to listen to in the next 20 minutes, you will not get it anywhere else. The mind has got two compartments, a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the one which is the gatekeeper. The conscious mind with which you are listening to me. Subconscious mind is also listening to me. The conscious mind has got both waking state and also sleeping state and also dreaming state. Subconscious mind is always awake. Conscious mind has death, has life, has rebirth. Subconscious mind does not have death. Subconscious mind does not have rebirth. Subconscious mind was there, is there, will be there. Are we getting the point? Your subconscious mind is the one which is always working for you. It is your servant. It doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. It will not argue with you. It will not tell you, "Hey, you are a poor fellow, how can you afford a mic?" It will not tell you. "Hey, you are a useless fellow, you have not scored any, you're a failed guy, you can't go to university." It will not tell you. It will only obey the instruction of the conscious mind. The problem is with the conscious mind. Are we getting the point? Because conscious mind is a monkey. It will always tell you, "Hey, it is not possible." Hey. Because your conscious mind has been programmed by your papa, mama, teacher without their knowledge. What is that you told? "I will bat like Tendulkar." You can't. "I want to become a pilot." Hey, చూడు నువ్వు ఫేస్ చూడరా, ఇది అన్ని కుదరదా? ఏదో చదివి టీచర్ అవుతావా? ఇదన్నీ ఎందుకు? వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు. They don't know. This is called etro suggestion. Suggestion from somebody else. So unfortunately, this conscious mind is a monkey. It is very easy to read reason. Subconscious mind, no reason, nothing. Subconscious mind is like a robot. Chinny is there, no? Chinny, or what is his name in that movie? Chitti. He's Chitti. Subconscious mind is Chitti. It will go, it doesn't care. It doesn't know. Conscious mind is Vasigaran. Are you getting the point? Now you are able to understand. Chitti, what it will do? You give the command. Chitti in the hands of that villain, it becomes villain. Chitti in the hands of Vasigaran, hero. That's all. So conscious mind, what do I do with my conscious mind? Now comes the thing. 1/7 of your mind is conscious mind. That is why God has beautifully created. It has given less power to the conscious, more power to the subconscious. That's why I always tell. Conscious mind analyzes. I always tell, too much of analysis leads you to paralysis. Too much of analysis leads you to what? Paralysis. Sometimes too much analyzation. I have a lot of friends. "Oh, it is not possible. How that is possible? No, it cannot." Give a suggestion to the subconscious mind. It will take care. How it will take care, Sriram? That is how the design is. How many of you play chess here? Raise your hands. Lots of people. Thank you. How many of you watch tennis here? Raise your hands. Okay. Tennis. In tennis, you have 15 richest people in the world live in Saudi Arabia. Isn't it or not? Why? 5 times a day they pray with belief. Are we getting the point, my dear friends? 5 times a day, that's all. It is not the prayer. And what their prayer? Their prayer is not towards the idol or anything. Just pray. Just pray. "Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I want this over." It comes. Why? Beliefs make your conscious mind. Conscious mind directs your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind does not know what is right, what is wrong, what is possible, what is not possible. Vasigaran has asked, Chitti has to get. Are we getting the point? Vasigaran has commanded, Chitti will get. How Chitti will get? Nah, you don't ask that question. If you ask that question, you are questioning the tennis rules. This is where the problem is with the highly educated mind. The highly educated mind cannot understand, cannot conceptualize. Because understand, science emerges, spirituality converges. There's a tremendous difference. I'm not talking religion, spirituality. Subconscious mind is a product of spirituality and not science. Science is now trying to find out the power of subconscious mind and is using to get materialistic benefit. So what do I need to do? check on your beliefs. Over. That's it. Conscious mind makes you believe. So what are your beliefs? Are you believing in prosperity? It is not what you believe, but it is the belief that you have on your belief. And sir, but dorakada sir, I have not cleared my engineering in first attempt, sir. 2 papers clears undi. Naaku poi MIT lo doraktada. Believe you will go to MIT without doubt. It is not on what you believe in. It is the belief, the power of belief on your belief. Are you able to follow what I'm trying to say? Because this is something where we need to understand the belief on your belief. When I looked at that mountain and said, go away, I did not believe in my belief. When you believe in the belief, it happens. The way I didn't have any, I don't know. In a moment of trance, I just said, I will become a trainer like him. Over. I said, go abroad and train. Happened. Merck, it happens. And tomorrow my goal, it will happen. And many of the times, don't go around tom-tomming what you are wishing. Are we getting the point? Because why? If I had gone and told, I wish to buy a Mercedes-Benz, your friend will immediately say, no. Why are you buying? You cannot. Now doubts will come. Your deepest desires and wishes, don't share even with your closest person. Why? Negative thoughts will ruin every desire of yours. And you never know where from the next negative thought is going to come. Because unfortunately, what you believe, others may not believe. Are you getting the point? Serious. Today, as you're listening to me, I'm telling you, at least a few of you, some desires will come, some beliefs will be born. Yes, I'm going to do it. Don't go and tell even your father. Don't go and tell your mother. Don't go and tell your wife. She might be very good. But your mind is your mind. Nobody can sleep for you. Nobody can eat for you. Nobody can drink water for you. Understand? But when the desire is fulfilled, share with everybody. Celebrate that success with everybody. In fact, another rule of subconscious mind is any failure, analyze it, leave it. Any success, celebrate it, give a party, go and tell the whole world, I have succeeded. Are we getting the point? Go to the whole world, I'm a success, tell. Run victory lap. Run victory, go to the temple, thank God. In fact, whatever your desires are, it should be between you and your God. I always believe me, my God. Between me and my God, nobody else comes. Are we getting the point? Believe, just try to give it a shot. Give it a shot, nothing else. It could be as simple as this. You look at a bag, start with small things if you don't trust me. Because I shouldn't be using the word when I'm talking about belief, don't trust me and all. But if you, because that's how human tendency is, you see a bag and you deeply believe that the bag is yours. But you are not having the money to afford it. Either you will get the money or somebody will give it to you as a gift. Try it out. Try it out as a small thing. And then you can, because that doesn't cost anything. But adilo kuda doubt vaste. Sriram cheppinadu andukosam nenu kudaradu. This formula can take you to America and can bring America here for you. Provided you have it. Provided you have that belief. Believe in your beliefs. I know I'm running short of time. That's what I said. It is the belief on the God that works, as I've already mentioned. God does not work for you, but works with you when your belief is there. Because, see, understand, even God decided to be with that guy who believed in the righteousness. He was not with Duryodhana. He was with whom? Arjuna. Because the belief works. Even he will be with, even if you need his support, yes, it's required. But that's the power of subconscious mind. In fact, to explain to you in a very simple manner, this slide, what you see there, very simple. Your subconscious mind works for you. It will run for you. It will work for you. It will create all opportunities for you. It will bring you the people. If I am the trainer, the people who need my training will be shown to me by my subconscious mind. If I cannot deliver training, it will show people like Gampa Nageshwar Rao to me. How did me and Gampa did not meet for 3 years? We were talking only on the phone. On the phone, I needed Gampa. From somewhere it will come. Subconscious mind. But subconscious mind will work for you based on your conscious mind. Your conscious mind feeds the subconscious mind. It tells, I want it. And another basic principle is, there are no conscious recalls, there are no subconscious give-ups. What is that? Once your conscious mind has decided you want it, you will get it. It is only the question of time. Now, so that's the reason why you are not supposed to be any negative. Even if you say anything negative, Vasikaran has told, Chitti will go and do it. Are we getting the point? If you have a wrong command will be taken. It doesn't care. How much ever, there are no recalls. You can't recall. What you have supplied, one-way traffic. Same way, when your subconscious mind is on the work, it is on the work. I saw a black color Mercedes E-Class, black color Mercedes E-Class, over. No, now I want S-Class, it will not. A fresh desire has to be born. Are we getting the point? A fresh one. But this one, the job will be done. And your subconscious mind is based on your beliefs. Your beliefs makes the subconscious mind. Belief is nothing but a thought. What is a belief? I believe I deserve to be rich. I believe my training is going to take care or transform hundreds of people's lives. That's a belief. Every time I come up the dais, my training is going to transform 100 people's lives. Now, byproduct is money. Money comes. Money comes automatically when you put a bigger cost. I'm not saying money is not important. Money is very, 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 very important. Because a lot of youngsters are there. Don't criticize money. Don't talk anything bad about money, because there are certain things which only money can buy, isn't it? But there are certain things which money cannot buy. You understand the difference between the two. So belief. You believe. I believe that my health should be fantastic, and is fantastic. You know, I can tell you openly. I was not able to speak on any of the days because I was taking complete voice rest. Because I have been speaking from April 11th to April 30th continuously in Kenya. And again from May 18th to June 8th, my project continues. And almost for 10 hours I'll be speaking, and sometimes without mic in front of 200 people. But every speech, I believed my vocal cords is going to cooperate with me. When I left from Hyderabad, my brother met me in the airport and he said, I don't think you can speak. I said, I can speak. Over. Because that's what belief does. The power of belief. But it must be complete pure. So, you want to change your life, change your belief. By changing your belief, you change your mind. You change your mind and change the man. Change the man and life changes. You don't like what you are, no problem, you can change. If you want to change yourself, change what goes into the mind. Are we getting the point? Garbage in, garbage out. Good thoughts in, good actions out. You are Vasikaran. Chitti is now at your disposal. Chitti is at your disposal. What do you want to do with Chitti is your responsibility. Okay, this is my way of conveying to you the power of subconscious mind. Thoughts, read this very carefully. Thoughts you release from your conscious mind makes the subconscious mind to manipulate, conjure, conspire to create an environment and a situation where your desires are achieved. That's what I'm saying. From nowhere help will come. It has happened to me so many times. From nowhere a contact will come. Nowhere a desire was there. I was going to actually the world's most second dangerous place to do business, Congo, where men are raped. Forget about women are raped, men are raped. And I told myself that I want to go to Kenya also. That's all. Again, these are all subconsciously it happens. And suddenly a neighbor of my brother gives me a contact and everything happens. Your conscious mind tells, and believes subconscious mind, and it's not that it is here and it is here, Don't immediately think that conscious mind is here and subconscious mind is here. I'm just giving a reference, that's all. So what happens? It will create an environment, it will take people, it will bring people, it will show you people. Suddenly the advertisement, have you noticed when you have a particular desire, wherever you go, you see that particular desire. Have you noticed it? Suddenly an advertisement, you will not notice it, but suddenly everything will be happening around that. Subconscious mind creates that situation, that's all. It creates. Don't ask me how it creates. Never ever, speak a negative statement. And never finish a negative statement. I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't think I deserve it. I don't think my husband is going to change. Your husband will never change. Okay. I don't think my son is going to clear his exam. Your son will never clear the exam. Never finish a negative statement. Required, reverse it. In fact, my cousin Bamni is here. I made this mistake few months back. There's a big client of mine and two companies have merged in Europe, and my biggest contact there has resigned, has been asked to leave. I was telling her, I don't have any contact in the company now. Immediately she said, you will find a contact. Are you getting the point? In fact, that's why, you create a positive environment where even if you have to make a negative statement, somebody should reinforce a positive statement. Never finish a negative statement. If required, reverse and make it positive. Finish it with a positive intent. Power of thoughts is released by the power of words. And understand one small thing before I end my speech. Everything which comes out of the human body stings. Sweat stings. Urine stings. Saliva, very good for the body, but once it comes out, you will not even touch it. Shit, no. Everything which comes out of the human body, you don't have a choice. Only one thing you have a choice. What is that? If this is also going to be negative, if this is also going to stink, then I become a stinking personality. Are we getting the point? But Shreyam, you're talking about so much positive. Think one thing, one moment. When you're positive, you feel happy. Be happy. That's all over. So be positive. When you're negative, you're sad. So I don't want to be sad. See, love, money, all secondary. Happiness is the first thing because you do everything for happiness, isn't it? Be happy. That's all. And understand, positive attitude does not guarantee 100% success, but negative attitude guarantees 100% failure. So better to have what? Positive, right? When you have this, power of thoughts is released with the power of words. Swami Vivekananda, in the Vivekananda Hall of Excellence, I'm saying, he says, atheist is not the one who does not believe in God, but atheist is the one who does not believe in himself. Are we getting the point? You gotta believe. You can clap, not for me, for Vivekananda at least properly. Believe in yourself. If you think you can, you will achieve it. And what is the belief? No dream too big, no challenge insurmountable, no barrier long enough, no goal too far for a man who believes I can. We're waiting the point. Just fist up and tell yourself, I can. Let us fill this hall. Understand, one man, February 2008, nobody knew him. Puny man was fighting against the biggest powers of United States of America. Now, February 2008, nobody knew him. November 2008 became the most powerful man on this planet Earth. What was he doing? 24 hours, subconsciously, he was telling, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And what happened? He did. Power of that. Once all of you, just, believe in yourself and fist up. Come on, tell yourself loud, I can. Come on. Louder. I can. I can. Because why I'm asking you to tell this is because scientists say 1,48,000 times you and me have been told before we attain the age of 18 by our parents unknowingly, teachers, society, friends, everybody. 1,48,000 times you have been told you cannot, you should not, you will not. We have to reverse it. Are we getting the point? 1,48,000 times heard you can't, you can't, you can't. Now Vasigaran has to tell 2 lakh times you can, you can, you can. That's my job. That's your job. In fact, my prayer to the Lord every day is day by day. In fact, it's one of the greatest prayers prayed by anybody. That's what sums up the belief. Thank you, Lord, for giving me this wonderful day. Thank you for giving me this wonderful life. Thank. And that itself make a lot of difference. And finally, India, whomsoever you believe in, whether it's Ayappa, Sai Baba, Ganesha, Christ, Allah, it doesn't matter. This is your announcement to the conscious mind, day by day, in every way. Listen to me, because this is going to be your prayer. Every day, if this is the prayer, see how everything changes in your life. It has happened to me, and that's why I'm sharing with you. Day by day, in every way, I am becoming more and more healthy, wealthy, peaceful, blissful, loving, and enlightened. Again, day by day, in every way, I am becoming more and more healthy, wealthy, peaceful, blissful, loving, and enlightened. And very soon, you'll find health is good, wealth is coming, peace of mind is there, happiness is there. You would become a source of love, and you will enlighten yourself every day. Enlightenment is not a destination, it is a journey. Every message is an enlightenment. Are we getting the point? God bless us all. Love you all. Yes, we can. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
చూశారా, నేను అందుకనే ఫ్యాన్ అయినా. సత్యమూర్తి గారు ఆర్డర్ చేయాల్సిన కోరుతున్నాను. A small memento on behalf of all the organization, Sriram. Thank you, Sriram. మీరు ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు సార్. ఒక మాట వినండి.